The Hairdressers Podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Justin Scott.
Thad was just air drumming. Can you do that some more?
Thad's telling me that he doesn't have any caffeine yet.
Yeah,
He's got it.
He's had caffeine. Definitely.
It just kicked in.
Hey guys, welcome to Splitting Hairs, the hair podcast. We're here live Wednesday morning, this time.
Yeah.
So
This week.
we do it when we can.
It's like Where's Waldo?
But you know what? I'm excited. I feel awake. Doing it at night because we get to just kind of relax and do some stuff. But I feel like in the morning I'm wide awake and I feel.
It's just a different vibe.
Yeah, different vibe.
Yeah.
So we have coffee. We're going to answer some questions from social media. We have so many things. We have an interview with the Clipper guy at the end. Then we also have industry news with Justin Scott. We have Drea Boland's trending tresses. Lots of tresses today. So many I think we're exploding the computer with tresses. Brian's FSE social, all kinds of stuff from that, right? And then Thad's just going to sit there and look cool.
I actually just found out you have Minecraft on here. Gone.
Wait, Thad, I did, just so you know, I haven't told you, but I did post the link
It's already there?
in Instagram. So all you have to do is just start posting pictures and telling people.
Cool. I was actually just about to get in there.
So share your photos of watching this podcast, whatever you're doing. Maybe not whatever you're doing, but, you know.
Let's get weird.
But
At I am Justin Scott, hashtag let's get
hashtag education so that we can see your photos. We love to see that. And Brian, we're going to start posting them up on the podcast, some fun photos. So get creative, have fun with it, and Brian will post that stuff up. We have, I want to say thank you to Millennium International, millenniumsi.com, best salon software in the industry by far. More options than you'll ever need for your salon business, and it's what we use here at Gratitude on the business. We also have Demand Force. The phone. It's the back one. So we also have demandforce.com/free salon education. I just talked to them. I'm going to be setting up in the next couple days voice confirmation calls. So they actually call, and it's a recorded voice that tells them their appointment time. So they can hit a button to confirm.
Is it going to be one of our voices?
I don't think so. I will. If it can, Brian, we'll use your voice.
If it's my appointments, I want it to be Mr. Burns.
Right. So check out demandforce.com/free salon education, and somebody will reach out to you and get in contact with you about that. MinervaBeauty.com. We sit on these comfy chairs every week thanks to them. Cutting stools. And what's cool, remember the guy that won? Was it last week he won?
Yeah.
So AJ won last week, and I get an email from him, and he said what he does is he cuts underprivileged children's hair and adults, and he works at rehab centers and all different things. Wow. And he said it's going to be great that they can sit on that cutting stool as opposed to the like the random chair that they have there. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is really cool.
So we got that email last night, and then so thank you to for all the support that they give to free salon education and everything else. We're going to be giving away cutting stools in Orlando as well.
Heck yeah.
So be there.
We're actually going to be throwing them out, like throwing them out to the audience, so make sure that you guys are ready.
Okay.
Bring helmets.
Yeah. So, and then Bricado products, we've been testing them out. A lot of people actually inquired since last week when we talked about it. So there's a little form on our website that you can fill out if you're interested in getting to know Bricado. I'm excited to work with Bricado because Sam Bricado started that company 30-some years ago, I think it was. Don't quote me on that. But it's a hairdresser-built company, and it's in phase right now, and I'm excited to be a part of that transition and to get you guys involved in that transition as well. So we're going to be pumping out education using Bricado products, and, you know, I think the thing with Bricado is they get what this is. You know,
right.
And most companies aren't getting this yet, and they will, but it's a new type of media, and they're so used to just paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in a newspaper ad or a magazine ad that none of us are really reading anyways. So I don't think I've ever seen you guys actually flipping through a magazine. Like you'll flip through it real quick, but you're not reading it.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Nope.
I don't read it for the articles.
Yeah, exactly. So we look at the hair real quick and we throw it away.
Yeah.
So that we have that going on. So thank you to Bricado, and I think that is pretty much it. We got the wheel coming up. A lot of people emailed in. I was actually trying to sleep last night, and my phone does that little vibrate thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Every time you get one.
Every time I get an email. So I can hear it because Christina gets the contest emails as well. So she's right next to me. She's got her phone and and my phone, and I'm trying to sleep, and I hear zzz, zzz, zzz. So all the contest emails.
You're in the woods camping.
Yeah.
You have to put
I'm
them
like,
under the
oh,
mattress
there's another
so that
one.
it becomes like a vibrating bed and it's just a massage.
Right. Yes, we could. So thank
Put
you guys,
all the Apple
everybody.
products on the bed.
Right. So thank you guys for writing in and entering. So we're somebody that emailed in this time instead of doing the live caller.
Okay.
2 reasons, because I ripped apart the entire studio last night. Yesterday
Are
we
you a
got
little unsure
Christina's
if
got a
phone's
new
gonna ring?
setup. If you want to click over to that, so
That's crazy.
we can actually see in the screens. What this is going to do is allow for traveling, the show traveling. So that is actually a live.
Does that become a box?
Yeah.
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 Actually, that's how
The
we're shipping
Transformer.
fast.
So the
as well.
tape-
It's actually
Table-
a box that becomes a desk.
The tabletop that's Christina's on right now with the desk part, that cooks onto the front, and then the other part's back there, and that hooks up. So it's a whole flight
Christina,
case.
you're the best Vanna ever.
So it's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about it, obviously, because I get excited about this stuff. But so it's all set up, and there's a couple things I still have to adjust on it, but I'm pretty excited. We'll be able to take that wherever we want.
Kicks ass.
It wheels around, and there's less cables. So
Less cables
pretty cool.
outside.
Right.
Inside's a mess.
inside's a disaster.
I'm excited for all the questions that.
No, it's fine. There's just a lot of cords. I mean, it takes a lot of cords to run this. So they're very organized and they're very tied up and they're good. So that's pretty much that. I don't know if you guys have anything else.
I mean,
How was your weekend?
Good.
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 Long.
You were in New York with Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had a good time.
It was beautiful in the city. So walking around, I was with my friend Denise that we all know, and
If you don't know, Denise worked with us in Paul Mitchell for a
yes,
long time.
and now she's
If you don't know,
still
you
an
should
amazing
know.
hair cutter up in the area, and we were counting how many people we saw with selfie sticks in the city because it was like one of the first really nice days.
Yeah.
And it was a very high number. We eventually just stopped counting because there was a lot of people with them.
Right on. Well, we have Justin. He was at a tattoo convention. What are you doing?
Close your eyes.
Why am I?
Don't worry about it.
Just do it. Just
Don't
let it
worry
happen.
about
All right. All
Don't
right.
listen
what-
to anything he says.
What are you
I'll
doing?
listen to him. I
Don't
trust
worry
him.
about it.
This is from Mickey.
Oh my God. Thank you.
I got back scratchers for everybody from Mickey when I went to go teach a class
Sweet.
down there.
That's hilarious.
Mickey
Thanks,
Bullock.
Mickey. And he's on right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Mickey.
Mickey's like, I didn't tell him to do that.
He didn't say to do that.
This
but
is the kind of funny stuff, though. It's got his salon name and website address on it.
That's hilarious.
But it's funny because this is something that, like, you give somebody a pen, they
Thank you.
probably will lose it. But this is pretty funny. This is.
I gave one of these to Thad's guest yesterday, and she was so happy I gave her a back scratcher. Like, completely tickled about it.
He
Yeah.
gave one to my guest and then one to everybody else.
Yeah,
But-
retracts.
Yeah.
This is nice.
You have one. Okay.
We'll have to ask him
You
where
missed
he
the
got
bag as
these.
well.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sense sword fights
like
coming
a-
up.
I feel
Alright.
like I don't even have to move ever again in my life.
I was getting really weird.
Start
with these
doing
yesterday
hair with it.
Thad.
Justin was very inappropriate.
All right.
with
Well,
this
thank you,
yesterday.
Mickey, for the
Stop.
It's a good
I'm
thing we don't have a PR
I'm
department because
scarred.
they would have been spinning.
my back will never itch again. Thank you.
Yeah, that was my
It'll
weekend.
Good call.
itch.
Ew, itchy.
What?
I don't know. So, Drea, what? Oh, and then we
Yeah.
had Claudia's birthday party.
Claudia's
So,
21st birthday.
Claudia is our receptionist. She's
She turned 21, and she also is our babysitter, and we just lost her.
yeah. We just lost our babysitter. We lost our social life, but she's got a new one. So
Well, not anymore. She seemed yesterday like she
Yeah.
just never wants to drink it. She's like, oh, never again. I was like, you're so new at this, and you already
Yeah,
ate it. That's
yeah.
awesome.
yeah. So she
because you're one to talk.
we had a great time,
I'm so
and
glad,
she
boy.
was we did karaoke. We had a lot of fun. So you'll see some
Yeah.
pictures on our Instagram from that. Anything else?
There-
No,
No.
Feeling good?
I think so.
All right, let's get into questions from social media.
What's happening on FSE social media? FSE social media. Submit your questions to Brian Hare on our Facebook community or by using the hashtag #FreeSalonEducation. Free Salon Education.
All right,
All right.
there you go. There's your intro.
And that's how I learned that I'm supposed to start paying attention to the questions that come in the Facebook message. Luckily, I started looking through them anyway
Okay.
the past couple days, so that worked out well.
There you go.
We were like there.
All right.
First off, I'm super pissed at myself for not taking down her name last week, because last week on the show, I called out everyone that has gotten shirts for not posting pictures in their shirts, and then immediately that one girl did the next day.
Yeah.
She's like, asking you shall receive. But I discovered last night that on Instagram you can only go back so far through your notifications, so I couldn't find out. So, like, because she had just hashtagged, like, mentioned us in the comments, and you can only go back so far. But if you
Okay.
tag us in the picture, then you can always see it.
Right.
So you try that, and then we'll never be able to lose it, and we'll always be able to call you out and be like, you did a great job.
Yeah.
So whoever you were, great job.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You look great in your shirt.
Yeah, you do. All right. Let's see. First, I've got it's just from, I don't even remember which venues of social media this is from, so I'm just gonna hit it. We've got Julie Greer saying, "It's been so long since I had a minute to sit down with you guys. I'm missing the show and hope to get catching up soon. Please tell me where the videos from the Mizutani contest went to on the website. I would like to view the one from the girl that did the wedding hairstyle shortcuts and tips. Thanks."
I want to say that they're still there. Let me check. But I think video contest, it's at, so if you go to our website and you click the education video tab, it drops down. It's the very last thing. It says video contest. It has all of the video contest people.
All right, Julie, I hope you see that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, apparently Amy Tolson was the one with the T-shirt last week.
Cool.
So there you go, Amy Tolson. Thanks.
All right, cool.
All right. This next one, I actually didn't get the name. Somebody had asked us, "I'm an independent booth runner, and I'd like some tips on how best to display my retail. Also, what do you think of selling other products in the salon, like candles, lotions, jewelry? This is a picture of my retail. Any suggestions for displays would be helpful." And I know I just like set things up. The only thing that I always was told is when you set up products, always pull the products to the very edge of the shelf so it looks like they're about to fall, because it makes people just kind of like mentally want to reach for it. And always put, if you have two sizes of something, always put the bigger side on the right,
Okay.
because most people are right-handed and that's what they're going to reach for. So like if the shampoo comes in like a size and then a big size, put the big size on the right, because it just registers in the brain that that's what you'd go for first.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else, because I know, Dre, you like to have fun and make the shelves look pretty.
I always like to group them as far as what line they are, and then start from shampoo to styling to finish.
All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The order that you would use them.
Yeah.
All right.
And I just have to say, I love when salons sell candles and jewelry, and it's like, and purses, and
I
It
hate
makes
it.
us look that much better.
I'm just kidding. I don't really. I think
I thought you were serious.
no. I think
I don't love it.
He loves that and mullets.
there is like some quick thing. Like if you have enough space, I guess, like, and you set it up nice. But I think it's a hair salon. You should focus on things that have to do with
The
that.
only
I
useful thing that I ever
Mhm.
saw sold like that in a salon was like pretty like sparkly, but very few accessories for like prom girls, wedding girls, whatever, that maybe don't have anything. Like a last minute, here, pick this up, throw this in the hair. Like they didn't have time to go get something or never found anything.
Yeah, I agree with that
That's
kind
the only
of stuff.
I ever sold. Like
Right.
brides would come and they didn't really love what they'd picked up, but they got something. And then this old salon I worked at, we sold friggin' everything.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I ever mentioned was, the sparkly wedding hair stuff. And I had a couple brides that actually found their bridal stuff on that. So.
I
Right.
felt like I worked at a flea market every time I had a place like that. It would just be cluttered.
Yeah, that's.
Where it'd be like
Oh my God, yeah.
products and sparkly glasses and stupid purses that are
Knockoffs of
knockoffs. And
purses.
then you have like this tacky jewelry that you bought for 5 cents from Korea that it's just, I think it looks personally extremely tacky and lowers what you're trying to do as a professional.
Yeah.
Less clutter.
Yeah.
The
It looks
easiest way to
simpler.
sell probably would be like, even if you didn't have a take-home shelf, is like taking the product having and using it and talking about it, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
And like people
Yeah.
get to because some people walk in as a consumer, you're not going to your, especially our salon or a booth rental salon, you're not going there to shop.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I just think using it and talking about it is probably the best way for
Yeah, I mean,
a
the-
smaller salon, not a boutique.
The biggest reason people don't buy product is because hairdressers don't talk about it.
Yep.
I mean,
Right.
we get in a rush throughout the day and we just go put the product in our hand at the wherever the product's located and then walk over and throw it in there. We don't
Right.
even bring the product over. And I know it because I do it sometimes, you know? I'm like, oh, well, I'll just put it in my hand. You just don't put in the effort, but you have to. If you want to be successful at selling retail products, it's not hard.
No.
It's just actually using it and explaining it while you're using it. And don't get lazy and not do that. So hopefully that'll help.
Yeah. All right. Here was a fun one. I feel like this is something that happens to us a lot. It says, good morning. I have a question. I have a client who insisted on wanting hair extensions. She wears a long A-line blunt haircut, I'm guessing. I told her I would need to trim out her hair, and at first she said, okay. Well, I put in all the individual pieces. Now her hair is 14 inches long. She loves it, but her out about nape length. Might you know what I can do without taking out the extensions? P.S. She would not let me trim her own hair. I feel like that's just so many contradicting issues.
Yeah.
Because I have lots of people, especially with wedding season coming up, that are coming in with like the clip-in extensions and prom girls and all that stuff. If you've got a bob and then you put in like extensions that are over a foot long,
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, that's a mullet. That is literally, you cannot do that without cutting
Yeah,
the
you can't
extensions
change that.
and their hair. I mean,
Right.
that's literally the exact opposite hair. You're trying to put length in the back in a haircut where all the length is in a front, and it's just that weight line that's built in there, and then all of a sudden you're just going to throw in a second weight line. It's not gonna blend. Like
Yeah.
you have to marry it together. If they're gonna really get into this extension thing and try to grow out their hair, they need a new haircut.
I feel like it's holding a cheeseburger without buns and then just putting condiments on your hand. Like there's nothing making anything happy to use.
Okay.
Like you're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
I really like mustard
Well-
and ketchup.
I think you anytime it's bob like length and below, I think you can put in extensions. Anything above that, you should not ever do it.
Right.
Right. And if you
You
do for whatever reason, it can maybe you could pull off 2 inches
Yeah.
of extra length.
Yeah. I was
Right.
gonna say-
Just to fill it up.
You're
a little
not going
bit.
from a bob to like bra strap length hair.
No.
Right.
It's
I
not
mean, maybe
happening.
even just to fill up some bulk because you have very, very, thinning hair or whatever. Like that makes sense. Like you said, that 2-inch window. But other than that, you're
Now,
not.
Brian, you might know this better, but I've always heard that like you're not supposed to go more than double the natural hair length. Have you ever heard that before?
Okay.
I mean, that
But
makes
it's
sense.
not even
Yeah.
yes,
So-
that makes sense, but I think it's more in this case it's more cuz 14 inches like it's
That's a-
long, but it's not like these aren't 27-inch extensions. Like you could do that, but you have to completely change the haircut that's in the hair.
Well-
like I'm just picturing this hard A-line and now all of a sudden you want this tailing out the back. This weekend, perfect example if you want a visual of how undoable that is. I rewatched the movie Saved this weekend from like the early 2000s with Mandy Moore in it. And I remember watching back in the day when I had it on DVD, her commentary, and she points out how terrible her hair looks the whole time because it was right after she got that really cute short haircut, like back when she was a thing. And they just tried to give her shoulder length hair in the movie, and they stuck in all these extensions. And I mean, that's like professional movie set, top of the line hairdressers, and she has a terrible, gross, PC mullet the whole movie. Every time she turns her head, like you can see her hair, and then what's not her hair. And it's just, no.
Yeah.
There's just some extensions can do a lot, but they can't do everything.
There's actually, I hate to backtrack, but there's good conversation going on right now on YouTube talking about retail sales, and they were saying, should you offer a different product every time, that sort of thing. And Justin commented back, I saw, saying that he would never recommend something that they didn't need, and I think that's a good point. Is that you're building a relationship with that customer and you're offering them products, so it should be based on whatever their challenges are at that moment. the great thing about retail sales is they come back. They should be coming back in every 4 weeks. So as long as you get them tied into shampoo, conditioner, a styling product, a hairspray, a serum, all that stuff, I mean, they're going to need it.
At least something.
At least something every time for the most part. So somehow I have one of my clients, Karen, who comes in here and buys 2 cans of hairspray every 4 weeks. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
I
He
believe
uses it a
it.
lot.
Yeah. I could tell.
But that's the you know, gotta offer them the things that they need, like Justin said, and yeah, don't be fake. Don't be a used cars salesman in the product game. Like that's not what it's about.
And what's good about going off of that, like don't be selling them stuff they don't need. That's one of the things I love about Millennium is I'll check and see what they've already purchased in the past so that I don't look like a jerk. And I'm like, this is the best thing that's ever been to your hair. And it's like, well, last time you said this was
Right.
like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
that
that's
You know,
also
go with
too-
what they need and then just build off of that.
It's also
Yeah.
too is like don't forget like seasons change, and as you educate your guests, they'll eventually know like, oh, okay, well it's getting summertime, I'm going to be in the sun more. What would be good for let's say UV protectant? It's getting
Yeah.
winter out. Do I need a conditioner? My scalp gets dry, my hair gets dry. So that also aids in retail sales as well.
Yeah, and I have clients that have that like wavy to like medium density hair.
Yeah.
So they'll bounce between like wintertime, they'll have their hair more straight. During the summer, they just want it to scrunch and go.
Christina's been scratching that like nonstop.
we were
Christina's been
high-fiving.
playing with that thing the whole time. She's
Yeah.
using it as her hand when she talks.
We're high fiving too.
Nice.
Just to go quickly back to the extension conversation, because the one thing that I picked up out of that was when she made the comment that her client wouldn't let her cut her actual hair when she put the extensions in. And I think we need to go back to that you as a professional are the one that needs to be making these decisions and you shouldn't let her control the situation like that,
Right.
because that's not beneficial for her, and that's your work that's going out there
Right.
and people are seeing that.
Yeah.
So
And you did not want that
right,
embarrassing.
exactly. You're the one who went to school. You're the one who
Yeah,
is the
Julia.
expert in this. Like, you need to tell them.
Tell them what's up.
Like that guy that I had, the guy that I told that he should go somewhere else.
Wait, when was this?
Well, he
This was
sat
awesome.
down, and so for 2 visits, the guy kept telling me exactly how to do his haircut. And he had this guy who used to cut his hair a long time ago who was this amazing in New York hairdresser guy, right? Which hairdressers in New York are just like hairdressers everywhere else in the world. So I hate to tell everyone, but that's just the fact. But we had, so he came in, and I start cutting his hair, and the first time I did what I wanted, right? He came back in, he did it again. So that time was when I get pissed and cut it exactly the way he says. So I'm hoping, all right, I'm going to cut it just like you said, and then hopefully you're walking around embarrassed because I don't care anymore. The third time he came in, he did the same thing. Then he started criticizing the haircut that he had told me how to do, that I did it wrong.
Why was I
right?
not here for this?
So I
I
said,
think you were.
you know what's going to happen? Today I'm going to do this haircut exactly the way that I think it should be done for you. And if you don't like it, you're going to have to go somewhere else. And he goes, whoa, I don't think we need to get... What'd he say? I forget.
I don't remember.
It
what
was
you said, but I
something
was
like-
all right.
I think we need to get hostile here.
Yeah, but you know what? I was like, I'm not going to... I know the way that it should be done based on the issues that you're having. And so... in my professional opinion, this is how we should do it. And if you don't think so, I'm not going to just keep jacking your hair up and having you walk around saying that I cut your hair. So,
That's where he's like, Thad, Justin, get him out.
and just so you know, we have today's the first day of the book at 11:30. So
Oh.
we're
we,
okay.
We were actually just
Yeah.
discussing that.
Yeah, I
We're
saw
okay.
that yesterday. I was
Yeah.
trying to book something. I was like,
Boom. All right.
right.
There's one last one I want to hit just because I saw, I don't know, there was a reason that I wanted to do this one. And I like to hear Christina talk. And this one she's going to have to answer too. Hold on. David Hosmer has said, I'm hoping you can help me out. Can you tell me what 3 core problems salon owners face? You don't have to go over 3, but I think if you each give me 1 or 2.
3 problems.
Yeah, just because I saw in your interview with Tabitha, which was a great interview, by the way. I
Thanks.
enjoyed watching it. You guys talked about the love-hate relationship of being salon owners, and I think every day there's more and more people that wonder, can they do it?
Yeah.
And I think with this forum, you guys can help people maybe make that decision for themselves.
I'm actually hoping that that the industry is moving in a direction where every hairdresser doesn't just get upset and decide I want to be an owner,
Right.
because the reality is being a salon owner is a very stressful, very difficult job, but it's rewarding at the same time, and that's what me and Tabitha were talking about. Chris, do you want to go over a couple things and then?
I mean, this could be a problem. I think with any business, I would say consistency.
Yeah.
That would be something that's important. It could be a problem if you're not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think.
I don't want to list problems like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe just stuff that you'll come up against that maybe you didn't expect to. I think would be helpful. Like, oh, shit.
I think in the first.
Yeah, like the first 5 years there were a lot of oh shit, but
Yeah, I think the first 5 years was really tough. First 4 years was really tough.
Congrats
financially,
Financially.
I think financially it's a tricky, it's like a very tricky balance of having stylists, whether you have 5 or 10 of them, and like how you're balancing their hours, getting clients, keeping them consistently busy and growing, and not either overstaffing at first or extra spending at first. I think that is the trickiest part of becoming successful in making money.
And you, yeah,
that was like a tricky thing to do when we were adding people. You're impulsive when you think, oh, a new person, oh, a new talent. Like, oh, wait a minute, this person still isn't booked. Like I think that's strategically something that you have to work on. That's you don't think about right away.
Yeah. Toughest thing.
Because for me, it's important for like my staff to be working and making money.
Right.
You can everything can be new and fresh and cool for so long, and then it gets that would be frustrating.
Yeah. And I think what happens is, it's what happened with me. It's what happens with a lot of people. You are the top earner in the salon, right? You don't own it, but you are the top producer. So, you are good at what you do at that point. Then you go on, and what you have to do is then create. I think the camera's still on Brian.
Oh, shoot.
Just so you know.
I'm like, I can't talk and do the
You're
cameras.
welcome.
I mean, it was. I was watching him watching. But so the hardest thing to do is then you have to open a place, and then you have to try to get people to be you, and it's never going to happen. You're going to have individuals, and we're really lucky here because we do have a really good staff. And that's why we get so freaked out about expanding and becoming a bigger staff, because then I got to find a whole nother group of people like you guys.
Or that can put up with us.
It's like being worried about having that second kid. Like, the first one was so good.
Right.
What's the second kid going to be like?
Well, so good. But that's the thing. Like, you have to. It's really hard to have a fully successful staff. I mean, usually you have a top earner, then you have a bunch of medium people, and then you have the people that just started. And staff doesn't stick around usually very long because they get frustrated with the situation and they leave. So it's a really hard business, because as soon as that person leaves, I mean, you're going to start regrowing again. And we went through that the first couple years, doing a regrowth, which was the best thing that could have ever happened, because that's how this all happened.
Right.
But it's difficult, and there's a lot of times you'll have to rebrand and refocus, and you're dealing with a lot of personalities. It is a service industry, and there's not a lot of money reward in that aspect of it. Like I do everything I do because I enjoy it, but also because you have to find other outlets of.
Right.
But if you're a hairdresser, I make great paychecks as a hairdresser. So it depends on what you're looking for. I think once you get to a level where you're making great money as a stylist, then you start teaching people how to do that.
Right.
And you start making money speaking to people. I think that's a better route than always just running to be a salon owner. Now, if you want to be a salon owner, that's cool. Go for it. It's awesome. I think it's cool to control your environment.
Something that Tabitha said in the interview that I liked, that you can how she operates her business, is she referred to it as sandbox and I'm letting everybody else come play in it.
Right.
You know, it was, and I see that that's something that you guys have done too, is sticking to your idea of what this is going to be.
Right.
Because I've worked in salons where there's never a steady idea of where it's going because they bend and they, flip-flop trying to just keep everybody happy so that they just don't have to listen to anybody bitch.
Yeah.
But you guys really stuck to what you want this to be.
Yeah.
And then people either stayed or they didn't based on if that was what they were looking for.
Right. That's a good point. And that's exactly how you should, is because I've always said I have to be here.
Right.
Like you guys can go anytime you want and we would be upset, but you can. But we have to be here. So we have to be happy. And so you have to have an idea of what you want your business to be. And every day when I walk in here, I want to be happy with the people I'm surrounding myself with, and it's not worth it. And that's why I like having a small business too, because technically, if I just wanted to do hair 6 days a week, I could pay the rent here. Most salons that are huge, they could never do that. And that's okay. But that's when you have to start pleasing your staff. You have to make sure that staff does, like, you get freaked out that they're going to walk out on you. And it happens, and that's
yeah, like a business is like any other relationship, I think.
Yeah.
And
it's a give and
that's like
take. Yeah.
a good point.
And I just want to say congratulations because it's literally like right around this moment that is 6 years that you guys have had this salon.
Oh, yeah.
It's sometime
6.
I
in
think it was
April.
March.
It was March?
Yeah. Well,
Last year, the 5-year celebration was going to be in April because we said
well,
April
I
was
mean,
5 years.
papers signed and everything.
I can't
it's
keep
March,
up with you guys.
so-
I know.
I'm still waiting for the 5-year anniversary party.
No, like legally. No, we're gonna have it this year because
In the
it's
sixth
5
year?
years. It was 5 full years.
Yes, last year was 5 years.
No, we're in our 6th year. This was 5 done years.
No. Remember
Right?
we had that whole big party that
We
we were going
bought-
to do and we got all those video clips for a big
We bought the
congratulations on
salon-
5
Brian's
years.
so mad.
The salon in 2009.
Yeah. So this is
2015,
so
5
this is
full
6.
Yeah,
years.
it's 6 years.
No.
You bought
Yeah.
it in 09.
09 to
It's 2015 now.
2010.
Count in
11,
Brazilian.
12,
Count in your
13,
hands.
14, 15. Holy smokes.
I know, right? I did the same thing. He had this argument with me a few days ago. I'm like, 5 years. I was
so
telling
have
somebody.
we been together 11 years?
No, it would be
Yes.
11 years.
You've
Yeah.
been saying you've been together 10 years since I started working here 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
officially 11 years this year.
Is Hayden still too?
Thank God you guys have me around.
All right.
And I mean, with numbers, we're great.
I'm your calendar
Like-
keeper. Thank God we have Millennium.
All right, should we
Stop it.
start
I
putting our
just-
life in there?
Well, I forgot that I'm 36. I think
That's a question mark at the end
Am
of
I
that.
36?
Let me check my calendar and get back to you. on
Yeah, I'm
that,
not
'cause
sure.
Let me check Facebook.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you are.
That's crazy.
No, you'll be 36.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
79.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Okay. All right, trending tresses.
yeah, I'm down.
Wait.
Moving on.
Oh,
Get the 411 on celebrity hair changes. Here's Trending Tresses with Drea Boland.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I don't have sound in my headphones, so I stopped wearing them.
You don't? Did you hear it though?
I heard it from. Yeah, I can hear it from Justin because we're really
All right.
loud.
All right, do your thing.
yeah, my headphones are deafening.
All right, so first off, we have Tori Schilling. Stop making sound effects. You weren't asked to.
Are these in order?
Oh, Taylor Schilling. I love her from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Justin, you have
They-
freedom of speech, not freedom of sound.
How
Okay,
dare.
Get in
so
line.
she is the latest to chop her hair off into a nice little choppy bob.
Soup's cute.
I don't like the makeup in this picture because she's usually really, really well pulled together. But I love the haircut.
Yeah. I gotta say, that's one thing. I was watching that show this weekend, and I was watching like the preview for the upcoming season. That's got to be pretty fun / tough and challenging as the hairdressers that work on that show, because it's now going into its 3rd season, but all of it takes place in the span of a year.
Yeah.
And she's clearly not naturally that blonde, and they do a really, really good job of making it look like not much time has gone by on keeping up with her roots. Just throwing that out there.
I do appreciate that, Brian.
Because I keep watching all of them as the episodes go on. I'm just waiting for someone with like horrible roots to be like, That's 6 months later. That is not the next week. But they do a good job.
All right, so this next one upsets me a little bit because no, this is what upsets me is Amy Poehler has done a complete color change, and yet every photograph on the internet of her new hair color, it isn't properly displaying the color, and I have a really good picture of
So
it.
it's like a photo you would have found anyway.
Can we turn his mic off?
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Anyway,
I was gonna say that this sounds familiar.
but
It's what they put up on their Instagram. It's not my fault.
I have an Instagram. I looked. It's all fan pages.
It's actually I
But-
am Amy Poehler.
Can we stop?
Your
Can I
besties.
get back to my segment? This is about me right now.
Whoa. Sister, shut you down.
Okay.
That's how we should handle that.
Damn.
What?
Thanks,
I
Dre.
do.
You're
I
welcome.
have been.
You're welcome.
Dre,
This-
get him.
If my little T-Rex back scratcher didn't have such short arms, I'd be hitting you right now.
Justin, I'm gonna fire you just for giving Thad a back scratch. That has been the most distracting thing ever.
Okay, so
All right.
Anyway, Amy Poehler went from being her classic blonde to a very pretty fiery ginger color. So I'm excited to see what this
Is
brings in
that-
the future.
Violet through it, or is that just the lighting?
It's just the lighting.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
she's on stage.
I'm like, why
Broadway
is she
or
wearing
something.
that purple jacket with that?
Yeah, like,
I was gonna say it looks like she's like being like a motivational speaker right now.
but I'm excited to see where this is going for that.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Jordan Dunn. She's a model. She went to a nice steely gray color for Coachella.
I'm gonna propose to her this week.
See, I love the color on the left in that picture, but the
Yeah.
color on the right looks like they didn't
Yeah.
quite get as light as they needed to go. Screw it. Put the blue on it anyway.
Yeah.
I think it looks
I think
great.
this is like a very good example of
This
how
looks too dingy to me.
fantasy colors look in different lighting.
Right.
Yeah. On the
Good
left,
call.
gorgeous. On the right, dinge. Bread
Right.
mold.
Swamp.
Ew. Does look like.
Christine's like
So-
next.
Then the next one is the trend for Coachella this year was very soft waves.
Oh,
Very-
it's like last year. Sorry, Dre.
Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
is like last year.
Isn't that Vanessa Hudgens all the time?
Yeah.
That's her on a regular basis.
I was gonna say, I would think the Coachella look would be basically very hippie-ish.
Yeah.
Well, I
all
mean,
the-
Woodstock.
Always
Yeah.
long curly
Woodstock
hair.
chic.
Right.
Yeah, very hip, very expensive hippie.
yes.
And this week in Coachella, they had long wavy hair.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Stop the
Wow.
presses. Flowy, stinky dresses.
I was
They
just
had,
gonna
like,
say.
yeah.
Gold marula trees, not like trees.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Next up, we're going into the MTV Movie Awards.
I want my hair cut like this.
Okay, so I'm not sure which
Soup's
order these
cute.
are in.
I want to
So
wear that shirt.
All right, so now we got
Nope.
ScarJo first.
ScarJo is first with her pretty short pixie. I liked it.
I like the color because it's realistic.
I would say her
It's
hair
all
is probably
razored underneath. It's
Yeah.
It's yeah.
it was like the best of the night. I think her hair.
Me too.
It looked good.
I liked that. I like that it's a little bit more grown in now. When she first had it like super shaved and like it was accentuated with how the back was long. I wasn't so much of a fan, but this
Wait,
I
wait.
like.
So
Yeah.
the back was long and the side was shaved.
The side, but like her back was. So
What's
long.
that, Matt? When the sides are real short, the backs real long. What's
Oh
that
yeah,
called?
it's a mullet, but that
Oh!
she's not
No,
wearing a
it
mullet.
wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
it's
She's
not
wearing like a
mullet.
bowl cut, kind of undercut
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
But
Bowl cut
yes,
mullet?
maybe that's why it was my favorite.
All right, which one's next, Christina?
I have Kelly Osbourne next.
Okay. Kelly Osbourne has her fun purple mohawk, and I love this.
Yeah, but she went like
She's skin.
super short on the side.
Yeah. Well, she just got tattooed on the side of her head a couple months ago, so I think she's trying to show that off as well.
Well, I mean, I like it. When your hair's like that, what are you gonna do to amp
Change
it
it
up
up.
for an
Maybe
award
I should
show?
get tattooed on the side of my head.
Let's
Do
go
it.
do this.
Let's
I
go
got,
do it.
I'll make
We
a
should.
phone call right
I'm
now.
gonna get one too.
It seems like the thing.
the-
So
I'm gonna get my
Free fist.
last name tattooed on the side of my head.
She did it
Yeah.
a while
Say
back, I think, when she
hair.
started her
So it
clothing
matches your
line.
arm?
No,
Stories
so it'll
and
say
stuff.
hair on my head.
That would be hilarious because people would be like, "Oh my God, they misspelled hair."
Yeah, I'll be like, nope,
It'll
you're
be
dumb.
fantastic. All right. Next one.
I have somebody in a dragon suit.
Yup.
Oh,
Can that
okay.
be our new? Can we wear that to work?
yes, you can.
Yeah, you
So-
can, Justin.
This is Bailing, and there's two pictures. I guess that one, that's the one Brian found. But if you see a side view of this picture, her bun is ginormous.
It's the most epic bun ever.
It like, I don't.
In that picture, it looks like it's just on the top of her head, but if you see the side view, it actually like almost comes from her
Contours out,
hairline.
yeah.
Like I
and
want
It
to
looks like a scorpion tail of a bun.
like
Maybe they did that on purpose.
It was cool. Soup's cool.
fun. I just wish they didn't have those side pieces coming down around her face.
Is it both sides, or is it just the one side to offset the asymmetry of the dragon? Because I only saw it on one side.
Well, I'm not a fan of that then.
Okay.
Okay. That's my
And
point.
we're done with it.
And there we go.
Mic dropped.
All right.
Where else we going?
Here we go.
I
All
can't see who that is.
I love that Justin's keeping his mouth shut, but he's talking so much on the
yeah.
chat room.
It's
Because
Haley
we have a lot
Steinfeld.
to get
He's
through
like
today.
very mannish.
The chat room likes his sound effects.
Yeah.
I love that she didn't go with like it's just a very natural style. Like
is
it's
it?
not. It's Haley Steinfeld. It's not straight. It's not wavy. It's just kind of there. I thought it was fun.
Cool.
Had some fun texture.
Sweet.
Really? You're getting excited over the laziest hair on the red carpet?
It was. I
Like,
liked it.
it's not really anything. It's my favorite.
She woke up and went there. It
Very
looks
red
great.
carpet appropriate.
Whatever.
It wasn't the red
Boom.
carpet. It was
the blue carpet?
MTV Movie Award.
Yeah,
they
like,
still have a carpet.
it's
blue.
not like
They just made it
overly.
blue.
It's not an overly
Done.
done show. Yeah.
I saw a really funny thing. It was like the MTV Music Awards 15 years ago and today, and the crap that they're wearing. Like,
Oh my
Just
god,
full
it's so
leather
fun.
shit.
That's
You
why I
saw
always
that?
love this one, because,
Yeah.
I mean, like Rose McGowan's old naked dress when she was with Marilyn Manson,
Mhm.
all the fun styles. I love this one.
All right.
All right.
Or they do nothing.
Oh, the awards are tonight? Crap.
Who's that?
Anna Camp.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah. Her hair's a little bit more styled, but it's just a nice blown out.
I love
Little bit
her
of wave.
dress.
Her dress is really pretty. I like it a lot.
So cute.
Yeah.
But a lot of the styles were just very simple. It wasn't overly polished hair. It wasn't overly done hair.
Someone said talk about Drake and Madonna. I don't know what that was. What did they do?
I didn't watch
I
it.
didn't see Drake and
I didn't
Madonna.
watch it. I didn't even know it was on until I saw pictures of the hair. I was like, whoops.
We watched it. I didn't
Mhm.
see them.
All right. Are there any
oh, Drake and
more-
Madonna made out.
Oh, they did?
They made out.
Oh.
Oh,
so
good
what?
for them. That's disgusting.
Who
Yeah, I
doesn't
was
she
just saying.
make out with on the show?
Madonna is
All right,
like,
Drea, who's next?
grosses me out.
B. Miller.
She looks like she's 12.
I like her hair. I like that she has the extreme root,
I love it.
Yeah, I like it too.
the dark with the super blonde. I just thought it was fun.
How would you do that? Wait.
Yeah. Do someone's hair and then don't do it again for 8 months.
Yeah. All right, cool.
And that's it for this.
That's the tresses.
This is the tresses.
All right. Should we jump right into industry news, or should we? I think so, probably. Right.
Jump on in.
All right.
And now, hair industry news from Justin Scott.
Yes.
Boom.
It's intense.
This
I
is
know.
intense. I
I
like
said,
this.
can you please make this as intense as possible?
I'm scared.
I know.
And then he's going to be like, and in the news, there's puppies and rainbows and prickles.
Just say it with
Conviction?
yes.
That level.
And
Keep it
puppies
going.
and
Ready?
rainbows and kittens.
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 Take
And
it away.
news. Awesome. I found some cool stories. This one's for Thad. This is my
Oh,
first
word?
news story. There's no photo along this one. You can just go to a picture of Thad's head if you want. Plucking hairs to cure baldness.
All right.
There's
Really?
a-
I just use a
Yeah.
straight razor.
All right.
Yeah. A study they started on rats found that by varying
want rat hair.
spacing,
Oh,
how
that's
you like
sad.
pluck hair. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
How you pluck depending on the spacing on the head. Like if you pluck around 200 hairs spaced out properly, it'll cause about 1,200 hairs to grow.
That'll be the next kiosk at the mall.
Right.
Like next to the threading.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
red
I'm
in
gonna
your
pass.
head.
They'll be plucking.
Right. They
plucking
say
your
if
hair.
you pluck hairs more than 6 millimeters in diameter, you're not really going to grow anything. But if you keep it from like 3 to 5 millimeters, the spacings of the area you're working in, you'll tend to grow a lot of hair. What it does, it actually causes your body to
Freak out and start growing more
It
hair.
causes your body to
it's called-
WTF.
All right,
called,
I'll stop. I'll grow hair.
yeah.
Don't
Quorum.
pluck anymore.
It's called quorum sensing. What happens
Negative
is like the
reinforcement.
damage to the hair follicle causes the hair causes your body to release inflammatory proteins, which then make like it's a distress signal to your immune system, and then your body starts to grow hair.
So you're
Who would've
really
thought?
so you have like a really bad cold, but you're growing hair. 'Cause
Pretty much,
your
yeah.
immune system is being like.
Well, I guess that
Justin, I'm going to start punching your biceps, and then it's going to cause your biceps to go into shock because they're going to feel like they're weak, and it's just going to get ginormous.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
work.
it.
Trust me.
Yeah,
I guess that meeting that I had with Rogaine last week was kind of pointless then, huh?
Is that what the meeting was about?
plucking your hair.
Rogaine
know-
just sells tweezers now.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
And a little 3 to 5 millimeter spacer
Yeah.
to show where to plug. But yeah, no, I found that article.
Industry
I thought it was
news.
kinda cool.
No, they do like
Brought to you by
the
Rogaine.
old highlighting cap.
I know. I just thought of that, Brian. They're gonna come out
Put on
with
an old
one.
highlighting cap and then you just pull through the holes.
They're gonna have them measured out.
Yeah, they're
Dad,
all
we're gonna start
3
plucking
meters.
hair soon and trying this.
I'd rather be bald.
Man, who would have thought
You stay away.
pulling your hair out
Well-
makes it grow?
Well, the follow-up article, if you want to bring up one of the photos,
What sort of goes with the
It's
whole
from
you pull out
Andis.
1 gray and you get 2?
Oh, okay.
Which photo are you?
The Clipper one.
the Clipper one.
Okay.
This is my follow-up article to that. If you want to stay bald, Andis just came out with a new balder.
Oh, I saw this at the
All
Chicago
right.
show.
The balder, it's called a foil shaver. I refer to it as balder.
We should
Uh,
order one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to try it. Apparently, it's got this crazy new battery on it that has up to like an 80 minutes of runtime, like completely without any charge, and it's only 5 ounces, so it's like super lightweight.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same size as the ones they've been making though, like the Wall 4000 or the 5-star they have out.
Right.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
Right on.
But yeah, so if you want to stay bald, you can use that, or if you want to keep some hair, you can start
Pull it
plucking
out.
I'm going to go with the ladder.
You're gonna go with the ladder?
The second one.
Oh, Dad. What else did I find? Wet brush. Wet brush. You want to bring up the next picture?
Got it.
Wet brush. We all use those here. We love them. They're coming out some fun new colors for the springtime. It's the same brush, just new colors.
Can we put it on the end of the back scratcher? So I can do it
sure.
from across the room.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever used? It's the hot brush. It's like the same company.
No.
No.
You blow dry with it. It's a round brush.
I have not.
I think
I
it's
wanna
called hot brush.
I want to try it.
I almost bought one at the store the other day, but I just figured maybe you guys didn't like them.
You can do a product review for it next
Yeah.
week.
No, I like that company. I started to not like them when they came out with the selfie brush, and then
Yeah.
What?
now I feel like they've rebranded a bit. Maybe that was just a gimmick
Yeah.
real quick, but
Justin's like, forget it. I
the
don't wanna
wet
use it
brush
anymore.
is honestly my favorite brush I have ever had my hands on.
Yeah. It's
Well, you
just
guys
super
like those
easy to
ergo
use.
brushes too.
And Ergo, well, from round brushes, yeah.
Round brush. I love Ergo. I'll go
Well,
to Ergo before anything else.
Yeah.
But when
then
it
you
comes to
should
like,
specify.
I should. You're right.
Just saying.
I love Ergo brushes for round brushing and paddle brushing,
I do like their paddle brush.
and I love
the wet brush.
the wet brush
For wet brushing.
for wet brushing is my favorite. Yes.
All right.
That was good. That was thorough. All right.
Everyone's favorite. Yes, everyone's favorite. And my last one, I kind of put up like a teaser to something for like the industry as a whole.
Oh, I don't have a picture.
I don't have a
Okay.
photo.
That was a teaser.
That
We
was the
have a
teaser.
photo, but you don't get to
We
see
have
it.
a photo, but you can't see it. No. For a few years now, I've been involved in like many industries. Probably about 10 years. I've been involved in so many industries where my hands are the only thing that makes me money. I've cut back on like concerts I go to, like skateboarding, stuff like that. I keep it a little safer. Still drive like a maniac, but
I was just gonna say, you get in the car
Yeah, but that's
every
like
day.
that's
But
not
that's-
his hands.
that's not my hands. That's if I'm going out, that's the whole package.
right.
He's
But-
picking and choosing his risk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I won't
But
go
yeah, like
snowboarding.
shows I go to. When I was a kid, I used to go to a show, and you're almost,
Well, if you weren't
90%
punching
positive
people, you would be fine.
you were gonna get into a fight with somebody.
Right.
You know, with the shows I used to show up to, or skateboarding, you fall. What's the first thing you got to do? You go to catch yourself with your hands.
Right.
Tattooing industry, you screw your hands up, you're done. Mechanics, screw your hands up, you're done. Hairdressers, estheticians, you screw your hands up, you are done. I was reading articles and looking into it, and you can actually insure your hands, like doctors do.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't think about that.
Like J-Lo did
Yeah.
with
J-Lo can go jump off a cliff. Who cares?
How do you
Sure did,
really
though.
feel?
But yeah, no. So I mean, I looked it up, and I really only found like 2 rules that apply to insuring your hands or insuring anything. You can insure against something that isn't certain to happen. Like you can't insure that the sun's gonna rise because you know it's gonna happen every day.
Right.
And you can insure against something that has no personal stake in the outcome. Like you can insure Johnny Depp dying or Elvis coming back from the dead or something. Like, it would be a bummer, but it doesn't affect you at all. Since you work with your hands, though, you can totally insure them because monetarily, that is the only way for you to get money. You know, like.
I have no idea what those analogies.
So what, I read his thing last night. So he's saying that you can't insure Johnny Depp dying because you don't have any stake in Johnny Depp's
Yes.
life. But the guy, director of the film, can put insurance on Johnny Depp
Exactly.
dying because
He's making
an
money.
there's a financial
I
thing.
can't insure your hands.
No.
Right.
Because it's really.
There's
Yeah.
probably like a financial
Well-
binding
Well,
contract.
What
of
he's
some
saying,
sort.
what he's saying is there's a financial thing with our hands, so we can insure them.
Yes.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of you have to find a certain company for it, but for the most part, a lot of people, depending on what you want, like there's no reason you need to insure your hands for $1 million for a hairdresser. You know, like what are your monthly bills? You know, a couple thousand.
I would start stepping on my hands.
Yeah, right.
Right? Let's just do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We're gonna have
when he
insurance
said that there was
fraud.
2 requirements, I was going to say, what is it? Self-inflicted. It can't be self-inflicted, and you have to pay your monthly bill.
Pretty
Right.
much. I mean, but again, like
I'll have Justin just back over my hands with his car.
But
All
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's companies out there that'll do it. There's actually one I found. It's called Lloyd's of London. If you can't find anybody to insure you, they'll pretty much insure anything. I found a list of things that they've
Okay.
insured.
Oh,
Wait, space shuttles, 2-headed albino rattlesnakes.
Seen
The
that.
racehorse, like a crazy racehorse against becoming infertile. So you know, and what's the latest one? Oh, the most recent, they've insured someone against seeing a ghost. So I
Oh.
mean,
Oh.
these people will insure pretty much anything. They're called Lloyd's of London, but I mean, you can find companies to insure you.
I was going to say, Richard Branson gets his
Affleck.
insurance.
Right? Affleck. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people too. I spoke to a lot of tattoo artists this weekend about it. You can just get a full body, like pretty much not just your hands, but you insure yourself against any monetary loss if anything is to happen. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
know a
always
It's pretty cool.
a hairstylist. They not only insured her hands, but
yeah. I mean, it's definitely something for people in this industry to look into.
Did you get an idea, like a ballpark of what it costs to insure this?
It really varies on what you want to have as your.
So just like
know,
any.
So if you're looking for, you know, like I think it was like doctors insuring their hands for $1 million pays like $150 to $230 a month.
Yeah.
But if you don't need $1 million, you don't have to pay that much. You know.
Speaking of insurance, I was listening to a podcast last night, and they were talking about how people are buying people's life insurance policy. So like, if they get terminally ill or something, which is sad, they'll pay them like $500,000 to become the beneficiary on their $1 million life insurance, so that you get to expend money in your life, but then they get the $1 million after you pass away.
I know what I'm doing.
Isn't that
Get up there,
crazy?
I'm gonna go find some terminally ill people and pay them a lot of money.
Do you have a lot of money to pay them?
Right.
I got people.
Yeah.
I got guys for that.
All right. So
and they're the ones that are you.
and all right. So is that the
Yeah,
news?
those are my segments.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
All right.
All right. Everyone keeps hashtagging take it off, Justin.
Take it off. Don't tell him that.
I think we should
Wait, what?
take your hat off. Is what
Oh,
the request is.
Take your
That's
hat off.
Not what it was.
Look at this.
Do you see the hashtag take your hat off?
This is
Hat.
the. What are you
That says,
talking about?
Ha ha.
Radical curly hashtag take off the hat.
This is for the clients.
All right. Whatever.
Just saying.
We've been selfie
is
sticking.
this better, guys?
That's hilarious.
So
Now
they.
use a selfie stick.
That stick is so lame. I can't believe we even bought it.
Oh yeah. It's,
like you actually.
He's like, it's
put
so
money
long.
into
I'm like,
that
it's the size of
company.
my arm.
what do you mean? Put money into that company? This is a great company.
It's so.
Off with the hat.
That's
Okay,
so
they meant the hat.
intense.
5 minutes to try and get my phone on a stick, and then I still have to reach up and.
No, this is
and
like
click.
5 seconds, and look, there's a button.
Oh.
Right
There's
here.
a button.
Oh look. Ooh. Taking pictures.
That's so.
Pretty sweet. So but we've been doing this with the clients.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got
don't
our
think we need that.
we got our first client photo.
We do that too. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we will.
All right, so we're going to let's call someone.
We're
Okay.
not calling. We're getting the email, right?
Yeah, but we're taking the email and then
And
calling
then
them.
calling them.
Oh, we're calling. Sorry.
Yeah. So okay, we have a lot of people. Jeez. All right, so I'll just pick one like this without looking.
Okay.
Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da, da.
M. Howard.
M. Night Shyamalan.
All right. Let's call him. So here we go.
What if he doesn't answer? Then do we let someone call in?
Then we pick another one.
Oh, jeez. I'm so bad at this.
Dialing
Using
Dialing
the
a
phone?
phone?
Yeah.
I can cut you a fantastic haircut.
Can
but
we
These
get him-
damn buttons.
Can we get him a rotary, please?
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna do the wheel with the back scratcher.
Okay, M.
If you break your back scratcher, you do not get another
Oh,
one.
it's Emily. Her name on her email is M, but it's Emily. See if she answers.
M. Night Shyamalan, answer your phone.
Hello?
Hello, is this Emily?
Yes?
Hey, Emily, it's Matt Beck from Free Salon Education. How are you?
No way! Hi!
And it's the rest of us too. It's
Yeah.
not just him.
I know, we're all here.
Oh my god, hi guys!
Hey,
Hi.
so you are live on our podcast. So you're gonna spin the wheel, but we're also gonna do some free pong as well. So the rules are that you have to pick one of us. So you have either Christina, Thad, Brian, Drea, Justin, or myself, and whoever you pick gets 3 balls. Every time they make a ball, we spin the wheel for you. So you could spin up to 3 times, or you could spin 0 times. Hopefully, you pick the right person. Now we have Minerva Beauty on the wheel, Sunlight's Balayage, Mizutani Scissors, FSE T-shirts, all kinds of fun stuff. Amika Iron Set and all of that. So
That's amazing.
who would you like to throw the balls today?
I think I'm gonna go with Thad.
Thad?
Thad.
All right.
He's
Don't
been
screw this up, Thad.
He's been practicing for weeks, so you've got a really good chance here.
We leave the salon at
Cool.
7. He's here playing until 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Or we'll like Lance Armstrong over here.
I'm surprised. Oh, yeah, he said something about, in the title of the email from AJ, said something about Matt, a.k.a. One Ball.
Oh, one ball.
Yeah.
Good old one ball.
All right.
One ball.
All right, let's go to the GoPro.
Thad's like, can I go, please?
Thad is
right,
about to
Thad.
throw,
Do it, Thad.
Drum roll.
and he makes it. All right, that's 1 ball. Should we
I wanna
spin the wheel?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give it a spin. All right, what's the first one? That was a weak spin, Trey.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin it next.
No, you're not.
Amika, all right.
Cool.
Amika 5-piece iron set. All right, Thad, throw another ball.
Which is a kick-ass iron set.
Oh my god,
and
I'm so excited.
He misses,
Thad messed that.
and it's in. All right.
All right, so far everyone's
Here
better
we
than
go.
Matt.
I'm spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
That is not a spin.
Okay, fine. I'll
Spin
spin.
the wheel.
There you go.
I didn't want to hit Drea. Maybe I did.
All right, what is it?
Would they win?
YS Park.
And a
YS
YS Park comb. All right,
Everyone
cool.
gets a
That's
comb.
All right, well, we are going to. I forgot to play your music, but that's okay.
There you go. Here
yeah.
comes your music.
So, I have all your information, so I'll send it to Amika. They'll get the iron out to you, and I'll send you out the comb. So, congratulations.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you,
That was
Matt.
fun.
You guys made my whole day. Thank you.
Oh, it's awesome. Thanks for
Congrats.
watching. All right, have
Absolutely.
a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
Bye.
Now the phone's gonna make a funny sound real quick. I don't know why it does that, but I can't
Oh, it
figure
is.
it out. It's coming though. All right, so
Here comes
here comes what?
someone at the front door.
Already?
We have half an hour.
Yeah. Well, we have 20 minutes.
Yeah,
20 minutes.
that's okay.
That's fine.
We're closing up. So, anything else you guys want to add? I think we went through a lot.
Yeah,
think
we
we
did.
did.
We have an interview with Clipper. There it is. I don't know why it does that. We have an interview with Clipper Guy coming up right now, so stay tuned for that. It's a really cool interview with, and check out theclipperguy.com. He makes a ton of YouTube videos, and he has some DVDs and all kinds of stuff. So follow Brian Hare at...
On Instagram, actually on everything, it's at hairstyle, HAIRE style, and be sure to send us questions for me to go through. At what did that say at the community page?
On the community page, yeah. So we have a community group on Facebook. It's Free Salon Education Community Group. There's a couple thousand people on there now, so that's where we're focusing everything.
So you can ask questions, but be sure to stay tuned in because that's where we'll really be answering them because it might be someone else's question too.
Okay.
So rather than answering the same question 100 times, we'll just do it on the show.
All right, sweet. Andrea?
Dre Day 2289.
I am Justin Scott.
We got at Thad Bolanized. Yeah, Thad Bolanized. Check us out at Free Salon Education. You can follow Christina and her yawning at _Steenie. But thank you guys so much for watching us live. All of you that tuned in and asked questions, thank you. And we will see you guys next week. It'll be on Wednesday night. We'll have FSE live in the morning at 10 a.m. And we'll be live with Splitting Hairs at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the interview. We'll see you guys later.
Wave with the back scratcher.
Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com here at ABS Chicago at the Millennium Software booth. Thank you to those guys for letting us use their corner. We've taken over the corner for the last 3 shows. So I'm here with Ivan Zoot, and I'm really excited. Actually, I have seen a lot of your videos. I see them all over Hairbrained. I've seen your website. So I want to I just want to learn about you. I want to learn about what you're doing. But that was the most interesting thing to me. I talked to Gordon Miller the other night. Do you know Gordon Miller?
Of course.
Right.
Of course, I know Gordon Miller.
So he told me that you had stopped into Pivot Point, the school, and you ended up, there was nobody there to enroll you. So he said that he was like kind of helping out the process, and he just remembers you when you first started your career.
Literally, when I got this crazy idea that, I should go to cosmetology school, and being a lifelong Chicagoan, where do you go? You go to Pivot Point. I went down to their main campus and showed up for a tour and an interview, find out what it's all about. And Gordon Miller is the first individual in the professional beauty industry I ever met.
Okay.
Took me on my tour at Pivot Point, took my money, and the rest, as they say, is history.
That's awesome.
But literally, he's been a friend and a source of fabulous information. Many people in the business to me for quite a long time, a valued relationship in the industry, but he is, he's ground zero number 1 for me in connectivity in the business.
Yeah, I mean, he has, even in my career, just in the last year, I started talking to him, we started having phone conversations. He's just such a good connection to have, and the fact that you met him, that you signed up is pretty cool. So tell me, so you signed up with Pivot Point, you started your career. Where did you start your career at?
I graduated from Pivot Point with a cosmetology license. I got a job at a full-service salon in the suburbs here in Chicago in my neighborhood for a lot of money.
Okay.
And very quickly I figured out I had no the haircuts were expensive and they weren't very good. When I first got in the business, I used to tell people that I specialized in asymmetric haircuts.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Couldn't get any of them even.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I got involved pretty quickly with one of the low-price, high-volume, family-oriented chain salons.
Okay.
You know those guys out there?
Yeah.
Teach you a cutting system. I kind of caught the bug for not only specifically the cutting part of our business, but that volume, sort of that chain end of the business. Jump ship, went from full service to cutting in a high volume chain.
Okay.
Then of course I got the bug to do it myself and went off and opened up my own salon.
So tell me, what was it like with your experience with the high volume? What was your favorite part about that? Because I think a lot of people have a misconception of what that is, and I think it takes a super talented person to be able to pump out hair all day long. What was your experience like with that?
I have an incredible amount of respect for that sector of our business.
Yeah.
I am that sector of our business. Later I went to barber school and got a barber license and have worked in barbershops, and now work in a barbershop again part-time is kind of a new evolution of my career. We'll talk more about that. But yeah, you know what? I can tell you in the low-price, high-volume chain sector of our business, I've met some of the finest technical hair cutters that exist in our industry.
Yeah.
You have to be. That's all you do. Most of the chains are very good about an intensive, focused educational program to teach you the things you need to do to deliver in that environment.
Right.
When I opened my salon, having worked for one of these big chains managing multiple units, I opened up with about 30 hair cutters.
Okay.
And in about 3 weeks, I kind of worked it down to about the dozen I needed. And the truth of the matter is, the other 17 or 18 weren't there anymore because, quite frankly, they couldn't cut it.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Right.
You're either made for that sector of our business or you're not. I've always said, you know what? I don't want to spend more than about 12 minutes with a woman unless it's under very specific circumstances. Haircutting isn't one of them.
Yeah.
So let's just move the haircuts through and let somebody else do 4 and 10 minute $200 haircuts, because I'm going to do 7.5 minute haircuts for $15 and I'm going to rock and roll them.
Okay. All right. So so then the evolution went from you working in that kind of environment, family run, fast service environment, to where did you go after that?
I opened my own place, had my own business. Of that high volume chain
So
salon
it's kind
concept,
of a similar
right in the
concept.
Chicago
Okay.
suburbs here. It's still there. Still got my name on it.
Okay.
I sold it to a young lady and her family that she had worked for me, and they were as I was getting more involved in traveling, education, and platform work,
Yeah.
and going to be going more. It was time to hand that salon off to people that could really take it the next level, and they've done a beautiful job with it.
Okay.
And I've gone on to do other great things in the business.
So let's talk about that. So you moved on to education. Where did you get your education background? Who did you start working for? Did you start working for anybody?
Yeah, during the time that I owned my salon, I began as a contractor with the Andis Company.
Okay.
A relationship that I've enjoyed for over 20 years.
Yeah.
I was an educator, a contractor doing shows and education for them. As that grew and evolved, there came to work for them, came on board as a full-time corporate employee running shows and education for them.
Yeah.
There's a whole generation of men's haircutting and barber educators out there in our business, all of whom I had a hand in identifying, recruiting, training, and managing, and getting their platform careers started. So that's kind of a little legacy I've created over there.
Okay.
Today, I've got a new relationship with the Andis Company. I like to say they pay me not to work for them.
Right.
They sponsor my educational programming because now I work independently.
Yeah.
I use their tools exclusively, and I'm a part of the family. And
Yeah.
it's a family business and a relationship that I've really valued over the years and continue to we benefit one another. So kind of education went off in that men's hair, that clipper cutting category.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm clipper guy.
Right.
I own the freaking category.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so you launched a website for yourself. And is that based through YouTube, or do you mostly post on YouTube?
Well, it's interesting. God bless YouTube.
Right.
Free salon education. I sell videos on my website.
Okay.
But for every video I sell, I've probably got 50,000 views on YouTube.
Okay.
I was made for YouTube.
Right.
If you've ever read one of my blog posts, and I blog various entities throughout our industry, but boy, put me on camera, turn on a microphone,
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Yeah,
So
well,
we all have our medium. And YouTube has been an incredible way to reach the world. At my website, 80% of my traffic on my website, especially the traffic that actually goes on to purchase a book or a video or hair care product or sundry items, things like that, 80% of my conversion comes from people who come to my site by way of YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is just, I do shows in Europe, and people hear my voice from way, and they
know it's
see
you.
me, and they walk up. They don't even speak a language I understand.
Right.
Hey, it's Clipper Guy.
Yeah.
Because they know me from YouTube.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been an incredible tool for me to disseminate just an incredible amount of information.
So I've watched your videos, and I've seen kind of the evolution. We all kind of start with, just a camera basement or wherever we start doing it. And I've seen the evolution of your videos too. Where are you currently filming the videos? Where do you put them together?
It's funny you should ask, because as I look at your array of equipment here, you've spent more money on a lens cap on equipment for filming.
Right.
I have a $99 little video recorder HD digital thing, and I would argue that in the world of shooting technical haircutting video, people that are shooting people cutting hair, my videographer is the world's finest hair cutting videographer. It's my wife. And the reason I think she's so good is we've done enough. My wife has shot more hair video than anybody in the business.
Yeah.
But because she's shot so much of me, she knows what I'm going to say and where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do before I do it.
Right.
So she's where my hands are going as my hands are going there. I think it's helped me create more watcher-friendly content by virtue of the fact that, we got a little team going on there. I shoot in front of a standard backdrop. It's a Clipper Guy banner. So they all look the same. When you look at my thumbnails, every one of my videos looks the same. So I got to get better at titles and descriptions because, it's this guy talking again. Odds are if you look at my thumbnail, it's me with a clipper and my mouth open because that's just me. But we shoot in my basement.
Okay.
I got a crude, rudimentary I've learned a little bit about lighting. Hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at this.
That's important.
I'm a believer that the content is far more important than editing or photography, which I don't even know what that is, or sound quality. And I think that's what's made my video presence a success is, we're getting to the point where concise, we're making it happen in that way, and I have a ball doing it. So
Well, the most important thing, and you've proved that, first off, you don't need crazy cameras. The only reason we ended up buying a bunch of cameras is because we were doing this. Bit different, but we started off with just a camera, and that was it. And it's consistency with posting, and that's what it's all about. You post videos constantly. If you put too much work, too many camera angles, too much stuff into it, then you just drown. You're not going to put out enough content for people to start to catch on.
Yeah.
This industry is changing so fast. I talked to a big company last year, and I was trying to pitch what we're doing, and they said, we have this beautiful video from 2016 coming out, and you're going to be blown away. And I'm thinking, no one cares about 2016 right now. They care about today, and they want to see videos every other day coming from you, and you've done that.
Last night, today, and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And response time is key in terms of getting that content out. If somebody shows up on an award show with a haircut, the video needs to be up the next morning.
Yeah.
And a $10,000 budget and a team of editors, it's not going to happen.
Right.
And it's got to be raw like that. And people ask me all the time today. It's very common. Everybody wants to be a freaking platform artist,
right.
and we don't need any more. We've got some bad ones and we've got some good ones, and we're good with it. But I tell people, if you're serious about getting into education, get a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Get your iPhone out. That's really all you need to start.
Yep.
And go from there.
Yeah. Too many people wait, and people don't wait. And that's people like you. And so
feed the beast.
Yes.
They're hungry. You've got to be putting it out there. And I don't know if it's the pressure I put on myself to produce more and new, or the pressure I feel that's out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not real. They'll wait another day for a video, but they won't wait. Because you know what? If I wait another day for a video, some wise guy like you is going to put up a video and grab my views.
Right.
So it is what it is.
And that's what's cool. I watch everybody. I watch everybody that's putting up videos, and then it just pushes me to want to do more and keep going. So I really commend you for everything you do for the industry and everything. I was so excited to meet you this morning. What do you got here? What's this stuff?
You know what? I got a couple of props because I'm a video guy.
I love it.
It's all about the video. There's three things I'm really focusing on right now professionally. Obviously, I'm known for technical. And, this is just one of my latest videos. This is Time is Money.
Okay.
This one shares the efficiency concepts that I developed in my successful attempts to break and then recapture the 3 Guinness World Records for haircutting.
Okay.
And what's cool about this is nobody wants a world record haircut. I totally get that. These were charity events, they were publicity stunts, but they serve as a fabulous platform for talking about customer service, for talking about technical quality. Because any loss of service or quality negates any benefits associated with efficiency.
Right.
But on the other hand, you know what? This is a productivity-based industry, and there's an unavoidable correlation between what you earn and what you can produce. So we really have that efficiency conversation and talk about, we want to maintain customer service, we want to maintain quality, but we are forever tied to 2 hands, 1 place at a time.
Yeah.
What can we, until we own a salon and train a team and further develop our ability to replicate ourselves in that way. So this is just my newest and latest DVD, but it kind of lets me share with you kind of where I'm at today technically.
Right.
Because technical is such an important part of what we do.
And where do people get that? On
Clipperguy.com.
Of course.
Need you ask. I mean, my God.
We'll put it right there. Right.
Of course. Yeah,
Right.
everything's Clipper Guy. You want to follow me on Instagram? It's Clipper Guy.
Okay.
Twitter is
Clipper Guy.
Yeah, you know how
Gotcha.
it goes.
I'm with you.
And you know what? It's branding, and I didn't do that, and that's important to point out. I didn't wake up one day and go, hey, I'm freaking Clipper Guy.
Right.
This happened right here on the floor at trade shows. I'm standing in the aisle at the booth. I'm working a show. 3 cosmetology professionals see me because they know me from YouTube. Hey, it's Clipper Guy. And you know what? I went, I think I need business cards. and so thank you for that. They gave me the name.
Right.
I'm going to run with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got another prop here. Some of you, if you've been paying attention, kind of know that I've been talking about one of my newest things going on in the business, which is Barber Like a Pirate. And I have a little fun with it. It's about because at the end of the day, it's all about the gold, right?
Yeah.
We're out there seeking a chest of gold, scallywags. So I got to take this off because I get dizzy when I wear that eye patch. But what Barber Like a Pirate is all about is to be successful in this business. What do pirates say?
R.
R. That's right. And it comes down at the end of the day, it's R. Success in our business, you got to barber like a pirate. What is R? R is, do you know and understand your rate of occupancy? R, rate of occupancy. Are you calculating that on a regular basis to know how busy am I really?
Yeah.
You know what R is? R is R. Repeat request. How many of my customers have been with me before?
Yeah.
And am I really retaining customers
Yeah.
If your rate of occupancy is too high, you're not attracting new clients.
Right.
If your rate of occupancy is too low, or your repeat request rate rather, is too low, you're not keeping the ones you're getting.
Right.
Those are both indicative of some problems. What about we're here at a salon software company. I think they probably talk about at some point online appointment booking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about our rebooking? The single most important non-technical skill that a professional in our industry can ever develop. Get them on the book before you leave. What about the R recommendation of our retail hair care product?
You have more energy than anyone I've ever met in my life. I love it.
Just like the equipment sells and you're good to go. Right. But yeah, R. What about what are the other R's? One of my favorite R's in there, referrals.
Yeah.
Are you asking for referrals of everyone whose hair you cut? So I got a fabulous program. I tease it out a little bit on YouTube.
Okay.
I shared it live programming around the country, but that's Barber Like a Pirate.
Nice.
And I'm excited about that because that's another conversation that's not about putting hair on the floor with a clipper, but it's something that I've really got a lot of passion for.
Awesome.
And the third one is kind of new. The third one is one I'm excited about because it fits in with some great stuff going on out there. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I went back to school and I'm a licensed barber. I recently went out and got some education. I am now a certified personal trainer. And what I'm really getting into now, a third element of what I'm doing, is talking about health and wellness for beauty industry professionals.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people out there that are hurting. We got a lot of veterans out there that have developed carpal tunnel, that have shoulder and neck problems. We got a lot of obesity. We got bad backs and hurting feet. And there's a lot to talk to professionals about taking care of themselves, about diet, about exercise. I got a quarter developer right here. We all got time during the day. You know what? If this is a little too heavy, half of it. And you know what? We can build some upper body strength. We can do some shoulder presses. We can do
You better be
some.
careful. Thad's gonna actually be doing this in the
Seriously,
salon now.
you know what? And we can do some stretching exercises to either alleviate if we're developing some challenges, or if we're some of the young people in our business. I talk to a lot of cosmetology and barber school students.
Yeah.
You're 22 years old. You're invincible, and you're gonna live forever. No, you're not.
Right.
You're gonna get old. You're gonna get sore. Get hurt, and the beauty industry is going to hurt you if you don't get in front of some of this stuff.
Right.
So things like taking a break 3 times a day in the dispensary to do some good wrist stretching exercises. Whole new category for me, something real fresh and exciting that I haven't really talked about a lot before, and I'm thrilled to share it with you. It's kind of making its debut now in these days and here at this show. And so, yeah, I got a couple of props here, and
Nice.
these are the things I'm doing these days.
Yeah, well, I thank you so much for sharing everything that you're doing. Definitely check out theclipperguy.com. Is there anything else that they can follow you, Clipper Guy Everything, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? Are you on Instagram?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So follow the Clipper Guy. Check out his website, clipperguy.com. Look up all this cool stuff, videos and everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you...
I'm just, my role, because I am independent, is helping people build and grow their business.
Awesome.
And whether it's technical or whether it's that business side of it, or on the fitness side, it's that longevity and long-term happiness and success in the business. Because
Perfect.
that's what I'm finding, and that's what I wish for everybody else.
Well, best of luck to you. Thank you to Millennium Systems International for letting us use your booth at the ABS Chicago show. We'll check you guys out in the next video. Thank you, Clipper Guy.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.
You got it. There you go.
So, number one thing with this is you want to be really close.
Okay.
And no one else has used it today, so...
It's clean?
Yeah, you're germing it
I
up.
feel good about that. All right, good. Got to help the next guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's all like.
All right.
I think there's a name for the next guy. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm with you.
Excellent.
Watch Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as close as we can get it.